I don't know why they're acting like they ever stop censoring the people. I get restricted and shadow banned at least a couple times a week. They're going to keep doing that. Section 230 provides the ability to moderate comments. Now, if we don't like that law, we don't need the Supreme Court to rewrite it for us. That would be judicial activism. We oppose that. Congress, I think the law is very clear about what it does. Kavanaugh put it quite simply when he said that Congress would not pass a law to defeat itself. So the idea that if you moderate comments that somehow you become a publisher and you lose your liability protection is not at all what Section 230 says. And it doesn't sound like the Supreme Court agrees either. I suppose we'll have to wait to see until probably, I guess, this summer when a decision comes down about this.
Support Twitter. Musk is dedicated to free speech. So the free market solution to this is support a platform that
Twitter,
is going to let you
Truth
speak.
Social, Rumble, support all of these alternative platforms. If you don't like being on Facebook because you got shadow banned or censored, there are alternatives. And you don't have to utilize them. If you try to use the government to force them to either to force these platforms to allow for content that they don't want, then they might not want to have you on their platforms or anybody on their platforms. There are unintended consequences. And you have to also be mindful that if they were to do that, it would probably violate the First Amendment. Whereas if you create public accommodations, the 14th Amendment allows for Congress to provide for the equal protection of laws as it relates to public accommodations in interstate commerce. So you have to read the two provisions consistently. So there's a civil rights route here. You could do the FCC. The former Trump FCC commissioner actually spoke about applying a net neutrality-like standard, but not to the ISPs, but to social media. Could that potentially pass constitutional muster? There are other ways of dealing with this issue, I believe. Section 230 is an essential kind of plumbing of the internet. We don't want to break the internet. Now, if the internet goes away because Section 230 goes away, I'll be very sad to see you all go, and our channels will go away probably too.